questions as best as possible with the workouts. I got an email. Ladies, I get this all the time from you. It's not a problem. I can completely understand. And the email is all about, hey, there's this little section on my inner thighs where they touch. I don't want them to touch. I want a thigh gap. I want to tighten that up because I don't like how it jiggles and it's just squishy. I know, I understand. Well, this inner part of your thigh is called your Sartorius for muscle anatomy terms. It's also part of your hamstring. So if you have a part of your inner thigh that you feel like is just straight squish, first off, it's a thinner part of your skin, so don't get too judgmental, but there are a few different exercises you can do to tone it up. One of my all-time favorite ones, not because it feels great, it hurts, but that always gets me sore right there in the inner thigh and really tightens that up and builds that muscle, not in a bad way, just to where like you have a nice rounded look to your leg, is a sumo squat. I know you've seen me do videos on this. I know you've seen it in workouts. I swear it works so good. However, I've also noticed a lot of people haven't been doing them properly, and if you're not doing it properly, you're not going to get the results that you're wanting. So the sumo squat, also called a plie squat, you're going to be a little bit wider than your normal stance. So if your normal stance is about shoulder width apart, you want to step out a little bit further. Once you're all the way further stepped out, point your toes out. So nice point out. You'll even feel like your hamstrings tighten up a little bit right there whenever you do that. So one of the biggest mistakes I see is girls pushing through their toes when you do this. If you come down and you push through your toes, you are targeting your quads. You are not targeting your Sartorius or your hamstrings or your butt. So naturally, a lot of people have this problem pointing through their toes. So here's my rule of thumb. Anytime you're squatting, you should be able to sit in your heels and keep your toes off the ground and still squat. So like right now, I don't know if you can see this in the video or not. I'm on my heels, my toes are curled up. Keeps me from putting any weight on them. So first thing you want to try before using weights or anything is just body weight, keeping your toes up. So body weight up. You want to be parallel all the way so you have a nice little seat right here. And then when you come up, do not put your toes down, push through your heels and squeeze your butt. And you're going to feel it all in the back and the hamstrings and the inner thighs, everything. Once you get that down, you want to try for about 5 to 10 reps just to make sure your form is proper. You're going to grab a dumbbell. A dumbbell, anything you have that has a little bit of weight to it, because this is where you're going to build the lean muscle, okay? This is only a 10-pound dumbbell. This is super, super light. I would recommend going anywhere between 20 to 40 pounds, just because, believe it or not, this is a very strong muscle group, especially the ladies, and I just think that the heavier you go, the better off you're going to be. Anyway, so I'm using this just so I can still talk and not be out of breath while demonstrating this to you. You can hold this however you want, whatever you're comfortable. I think it's easiest to interlock your fingers and hold it just like that. So the bigger dumbbells, you would hold this exact same way, kind of like a little bell or the way you would hold like a kettlebell. Same form, same thing you just did with your body weight. However, for some reason, people get weight. They usually drop and forget the squat. You're not dropping, nothing is moving, you're still moving from your hips down. So, right here, keep your shoulders back. You are nice and tall, same thing you did before. Squat down till you're parallel. If you can, my rule of thumb, try and hit the weight to the ground. I know that's super low, but just try. Come back up, pushing through the heels and squeeze your butt. So while you're down there, you're gonna feel all of this activating. When you come up, pushing through the heels, you're gonna feel your butt activate too. That is a sumo squat, totally different than a regular squat, because pointing your toes out forces your body to use different muscle groups than just the quads like you normally would use in a squat. That's all it is. It really is that simple. So you can do this however you want. Plie squat, dumbbells. You can even do this with a barbell. I mean, if you just held this in front of you and that's all you have is a bar, same way. You would just hold this. This can sometimes be called a pseudo deadlift as well. A lot of people in Olympic lifting use that term. Anytime you see it though, that's what it is. Targets the inner thighs. I promise the next day you will feel it. You're gonna wonder, why is the back of my legs sore, my inner thighs? It's a sumo squat. So hope that answers your question. Give me a like, let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next video.